we've talked about the geometric approach to conic sections, a double nap cone intersected by a plane. The first one we looked at was circles. Here, an algebraic approach suggests that any conic, be they circles, ellipses, hyperbolas, or parabolas, can be put into a form, standard form of any conic is ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. Notice the pattern, a, b, c, d, e, f, start again, x squared, xy, y squared, xy, and nothing there. So if I'm given an equation like this, I recognize this is a conic with a 1 and b 0. I don't have an xy term. An xy term present means that we're going to rotate the conic away from either vertical orientation or horizontal orientation. I do have a c, which is also 1, d is -6, e is -2, and f is 6. In order to transform this standard form conic into something that's more familiar to us, perhaps standard form of a circle, I'm going to complete the square twice. Notice, because my capital A is 1 and my capital C is 1, because A is equal to C, I already know it's a circle. That's my little shortcut. I look to the coefficient of x squared and the coefficient of y squared. If they're equal, like that, I know I have a circle. So the first thing I want to do when completing the square is to jettison my constant, which is just sort of getting in the way, to the other side by subtracting 6 from both sides. And I'll be left with x squared minus 6x plus -6 over 2. I take the coefficient of the linear term, I divide it by 2, and I square it. Well, if I add -6 over 2 to the left-hand side, I'm going to add -6 over 2 to the right-hand side, plus y squared minus 2y, plus I recognize the coefficient of the linear term is -2. I'm going to add -2 over 2 squared to both sides. If I add it to the left, I must add it to the right. And so when I complete the square, I know whatever's in that parentheses is going to complete the square here. X, because I have -3 in this parentheses, I know that's x minus 3 plus, this will be y, I have -1, -2 over 2 is 1, squared is equal to, I'm following PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, the order of operations. -6 over 2 is -3 squared is 9 here. And -2 over 2 is -1 squared is 1. So 9 plus 1 is 10, minus 6 is 4. So I can tell you by looking at this, my HK is going to be 3, 1. Remember, I say x minus 3 equals 0, x equals 3, y minus 1 equals 0, y equals 1. And our radius is the square root of that, which gives me 2 there. I could easily draw a sketch of this to go over 3, up 1 with a radius of 2. So I'd come 2 this way, 2 this way, 2 this way, and 2 this way, and draw my sketch. Of course, I could then do y equals 0 to find those x-intercepts if I was interested in that.